ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। प्रज्ञानां सुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि धिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुं मायया भोजयन्नो मायासङ्ख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विदिजविषयान् प्राश्यभोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमतिविभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ नस्तुरीयः। अयम आत्मा ब्रह्म, this is the Mahavakya. It is just like Tattvamasi Mahavakya, which reveals Brahmatva of Atma. But Atmanah Brahmatvam is only when Atma is known free from Panchakoshas, free from Avasthatraya, free from Shariratraya. And therefore there is a prakriya. Prakriya means a technique is presented so that I can recognize myself as free from the avasthatraya. Then that Atma is infinite Brahma. This is the general approach taken in all Shastra. In Mandukya, it is said that this Atma is Chatushpat Atma, and Chatushpat Atma covers entire individual world and the total world. So I and the world both are covered in this Chatushpat Atma, and therefore there is no separate inquiry for Tvampada and Tatpada. They are already mixed, which is what we are seeing in this mantra number 3. पेज नंबर 16। जागरित स्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांगः एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुक् वैश्वानरः प्रथम पाद. Of the Chatushpat Atma, the Prathama Pada is where I am waker and waking world, or where I am identified with gross body and the manifest world. Either way you can think, whatever works better for you. I am waker and waking world, or I am identified with gross body and I am experiencer of gross world. Both I am. World is also me. I am waker and I am waking world. This is Prathama Pada. So, I am waker is easy. I am identified with gross body, sthula deha is easy. But I am waking world also. I am the experiencer of the gross world, and that gross world is also me. This thought process is not easy. So, for this I should do some upasana first. And what is that upasana? That I alone am one with God. In the beginning, I will think I am part of the God, because I cannot remain away from God. And as I meditate more and more, or think also, the world that comes in front of me is also my created world. The experiences I get, the seeds for them were sown by me in this life or in many lives before. So, only that world is accessible to me, and only that world matters to me. The rest of the world, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So, I am the experiencer and experienced. That's why we use these words, because the unexperienced world, I don't care. And the others, so-called other people, also I don't care much, because the idea of other is only relevant with respect to I. So, this is what I should think more and more, so that I understand Prathama Pada of this Chatushpat Atma. So, we had seen the mantra. Now, we have to enter into Bhashya and Tika. So, in Tika, we are going to see fourth line. In Tika, line number 4. Chaitanya Lakshana Prajna Swarupa Bhuta न बाह्ये विषये प्रतिभासते तस्या विषयानपेक्षत्वात्. चैतन्य लक्षणा प्रज्ञा स्वरूपभूता. 5 number टिप्पणी says प्रतिभासता नाम बहिः जड़ा प्रज्ञा इति सामान्योक्त्या तु अजड़ापि किम तथा यदि च तथा कथम इति one word is missing. प्रतिभासता नाम बहिः जड़ा प्रज्ञा. The prajna which is shining, expressing, in general it is jada. Prajna means that vritti. In that you need chaitanya. So then it becomes chaitanya pratibhasa pratibimba. Then it becomes chaitanya lakshana. That's why it is given chaitanya lakshana prajna. After that, in that katham iti rekod bhavati ityaha. That rekod bhavati, something is not spasht there. In general, this prajna is jada. Prajna iti samanyokta jada. Tu ajada api kim तथा यदि च. How it will become ajada? Chaitanya lakshana. Because chaitanya pratibhasa. Chaitanya lakshana prajna swarupa bhuta na bahye vishay pratibhasate. This prajna बाह्य विषय न प्रतिभासते. In the external world of objects, the prajna is not available. Why? Tasya vishaya anapekshatvat. Because this prajna is not born out of vishaya. Vishaya anapekshatvat. 6 number tippani says janaka vidhaya ityartha. It is not necessary that a vishaya has to exist for certain thought to arise. It is not necessary that vishaya has to exist for a thought to arise. Thought can come without vishaya. Like in swapna. वृत्ति रूप प्रज्ञायाः तु तद विधया तद अपेक्षत्वे अपि इति शेषः. If you distinguish in this way, that prajna means jnanam is of two types. One is vritti rupa and another is kutastha. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma is not available outside. Vritti rupa chaitanya is available outside when the vishaya is there. So, first thought was prajna in the form of vritti is jada. That vritti requires chaitanya pratibimba. That chaitanya pratibimbita vritti is not required, is not expecting a vishaya outside. This is one way of thinking. Or you say there are two ideas about knowledge. If you take prajna shabda as jnanam, one is kutastha jnanam, another is vrityatmaka jnanam. And this vrityatmaka jnanam is something which is having Chaitanya Pratibimba, which has association with Vishaya if Vishaya is there. But if Sthula Vishaya is not there, then Vritti can be there of only internal Sukshma Vishaya. So then the Vakya will become like this: Chaitanya Lakshana Prajna means that Jnanam which is of the Lakshana of Chaitanya, Swarupa Bhuta, that is my Swarupa, Na Bahya Vishaya Pratibhasate means it doesn't associate with the external world or internal world also, because it does not expect Vishaya for its expression. Bahyasya cha Vishayasya vastuto abhavat. Now you see, really speaking, external Vishaya is not there. Bahyasya cha Vishayasya vastutah abhavat iti ashankya aha. Now in Bhashya, see Jagaritam Sthanam, that part. Jagaritam Sthanam Asya iti Jagarita Sthana. All are Bahuvrihi here. Jagrita Sthana is Bahuvrihi Samas. Bahish Prajna Bahuvrihi. Saptanga Bahuvrihi. Ekona Vimshati Mukha Bahuvrihi. Sthula Bhuk is not Bahuvrihi. Vaishwanara is not Bahuvrihi. All the other 1, 2, 3, 4 are Bahuvrihi Samasa. So Jagaritam Sthanam, waking is the dwelling place for whom is called Bahish Prajna, is called Jagrita Sthana. Waking is the dwelling place for whom is called Jagrita Sthana. Means Jagrita is his Sthanam. The one whose Sthanam is Jagrita is called Jagrita Sthana. So this Atma is available in waking as waker. What do you mean by waker? Bahish Prajna. Bahish Prajna is Swatma Vyatirikte Vishaye Prajna Yasya Saha Bahish Prajna. Whose Prajna means whose not Shuddha Chaitanya, Kutastha Jnanam, but this Vritti Jnanam is about Anatma Vishaya. Without expecting Anatma Vishaya, also he has thoughts illumining Anatma Vishaya. If objects are there, then it will illumine those objects. But if they are not there also, it can illumine. But it is never going to be about Atma. Swatma Vyatirikte Vishaya. It is other than Atma which becomes the Vishaya. Swatma Vyatirikte Vishaya Prajna Yasya Saha Bahish Prajna. That is called Bahish Prajna. Now what is Bahish Prajna? Further he is giving. Bahir Vishaya Iva Prajna Avidyakrata Avabhasate. Bahir Vishaya Iva Prajna, whose Prajna is Bahir Vishaya Iva, as if they are of the external objects. Whose Prajna is as if about external objects arising from ignorance. Avidyakrata avabhasate ityartha. See in Tika. Bahir Vishaya Iva Why eva is given by Bhashyakar? Because बाह्यस्य च विषयस्य वस्तुतः अभावात्. Really speaking, बाह्य विषय is not necessarily there. See, what is the difference between Bauddha and Vedanta? Bauddha darshana means Shunyavada or Kshanik Vijnanavada. Other two, Vaibhashika, Sautrantika, we don't worry. But these two, what do they say? That externally the object is not there. It is Shunyam. It is nothing. This is what they say. What Vedanta wants to say is something is there, but what it is you cannot define. That is called Anirvachaniyam. Jain people, how will they say? Syadvad they have. It is there, maybe. It is not there, maybe. It is there or not there, maybe. It is not there and not there, maybe. Like that, they give 7 vikalpas. Everything is maybe means what? Otherwise, in other words, they are also saying it is anirvachaniya, inexplicable. You cannot say it is this way only. But they all don't say Brahma is Adhishthanam. This is where we differ. Means we differ more. That we say Brahma is, and that Brahma is appearing as something else. What is that something else? That we cannot define. They all did not conclude Adhisthana as Brahma. Shunyavadin says Adhisthana is Shunyam. Kshanik Vijnanavad said Adhishthanam is Kshanik Vijnan. So this is the difference. So Bahir Vishaya Eva means about Vishaya we know there is no such defined thing. Like if you ask in a technical language, what is it you tell me? Is it Dravya? Is it Guna? Is it Karma? So you will not be able to say whether it is Dravya or not. You will not be able to say whether it is Guna or not. This is what Vedanta says Anirvachaniya. Dravya means matter. Guna means attribute, property. Whether it is matter and matter having property, which is how generally a scientific thinker would think, that is what Nyaya Vaisheshika thinkers are. Vedanta said you cannot define it. So, Bahir Vishaya Eva. But I go along with this idea that there is something outside with which I am interacting. And because it is a solid thing, I consider it as matter. So this avidya krita prajna avabhasate ityartha. Tika. न स्वरूप प्रज्ञा वस्तुतो बाह्य विषया इष्यते. स्वरूप प्रज्ञा वस्तुतः बाह्य विषया न इष्यते. स्वरूप प्रज्ञा मीन्स कूटस्थ चैतन्य, really speaking, is not about the external object, not associated with it, doesn't expect it. बुद्धि वृत्ति रूपा तु असौ अज्ञान कल्पिता. बुद्धि वृत्ति रूपा प्रज्ञा is अज्ञान कल्पिता प्रज्ञा, तद विषया भवति. It becomes घट विषया, पट विषया, मनुष्य विषया इत्यादि. न च सा अपि वस्तुतः तद विषयताम अनुभवति. Even this ज्ञानम, वृत्ति ज्ञानम, रियली स्पीकिंग वस्तुतः तद विषयतां न अनुभवति. इट एक्चुअली डजंट एक्सपीरियंस द विषय. व्हाई? अ विषय itself is in question. That is written here. वस्तुतः स्वयं अभावात् बाह्यस्य विषयस्य काल्पनिकत्वात् अतः तद विषयत्वं प्रातिभासिकम् इत्यर्थः. वस्तुतः स्वयं अभावात् and बाह्यस्य विषयस्य काल्पनिकत्वात्. So स्वयं means this prajna really doesn't have independent existence. Therefore स्वयं अभावात्. And बाह्यस्य विषयस्य काल्पनिकत्वात्. Now I have to explain some other things before we think of this, I, the pramata, experiencer, if I do not experience some object, then whether that object exists or not, I will not know. But somebody else can know whether that object is existing or not. But somebody has to become pramata to experience that object. Somebody has to become experiencer to experience that object. So some pramata will experience some prameya at some time or the other, at some place or the other, in some form or the other. It's not necessary that if a thing is undergoing changes, somebody has to experience all changes, but at one time somebody will experience. Only when it is experienced, then the existence of the object can be established. In other words, for matter, jada vastu, to become known, a chaitanya is needed. And that chaitanya is in the form of pramata. But chaitanya in the form of pramata is also combination of some jada and chaitanya, like antakarana and kutastha chaitanya. To know this pramata also I need chaitanya, kutastha chaitanya, sakshi. Sakshi means shuddha chaitanya. Therefore, without shuddha chaitanya, there is no pramata. Without pramata, there is no prameya. So, prameya siddhi is because of pramata. Pramata siddhi is because of chaitanya. Therefore, really speaking, with respect to pramata, prameya has dependent existence, and with respect to shuddha chaitanya, even pramata has dependent existence. So here when it is said vastutah swayam abhavat bahyasya vishayasya kalpanikatvat, swayam abhavat, because pramata itself is not a real entity and external world is also a projection. And therefore external whatever is projection is called pratibhasika. Ataha tad vishayatvam pratibhasikam. Therefore, the vishaya of this extroverted prama is actually pratibhasika. That is what is given here. Pratibhasa kale eva bhasate iti pratibhasika. Only while I am experiencing, it is there. When I am not experiencing, it is not there. Let us say you are in one place, and you are, one place means either physically or somehow you are connected. You get the news, you know what is happening through phone or through people or whatever. Then that part of the world is available to you. Then you have sukham coming or dukkham coming from there. Only when that is available to you. When that information is not available, you are not experiencing it, it is as good as not there. So, like all the people who are, let's say, who have moved to Rishikesh, and if they are not in touch with some other part of the world, sukham and dukkham of that part of the world, they are not available to us, and we are not accessing them, we are not becoming joyous or sorrowful either way. So, as far as that part of the world is concerned, we are free. It is like swapna only, it is pratibhasika. When I am experiencing, those objects are there. When I am not experiencing, they are not there. Let differently you think. Most of the world is connected to us through phone. Let us say your phone stops working, and for 2-3 days, let's say market is also closed, the SIM card, nothing is available, nothing is accessible. You are cut off from the world. So, everything external is pratibhasikam. That is what is said here. It has only dependent existence. Purvena visheshanena visheshanantaram samuchinoti. Now, earlier two visheshanas are given. Jagrita sthanaha, bahish prajnaha. These are the visheshanas. What is the visheshya? If there is a visheshana, there will be visheshya. If there is an adjective, there will be noun. What is the visheshya? Prathama pada is the visheshya. Further in tika, tatha saptangani asya then saptangas are explained. Then the vakya, the sentence ends, iti evam saptangani yasya saha saptangah. So, saptangani yasya saha saptangah. Saptanga means the one who has 7 limbs is called saptangah. The one who has 7 angas is called saptangah. He has 7 limbs. Now, this is the main one. Main one in the sense, this I have to own up through sadhana. Other things are available to all. What are these 7 limbs? They will be explained. See in Tika. बिफोर दैट 7 नंबर टिप्पणी यू कैन सी। अतः इति बुद्धेः तद्विषयस्य च वस्तुतो अभावात् इत्यर्थः। बुद्धेः तद्विषयस्य च वस्तुतः अभावात्। बुद्धि मीन्स अंतःकरण, प्रमाता and its vishaya both are really not there, or antakarana vritti and the vishaya really they are not there. Vastutah abhavat. Vastutah abhavat means, you may just say vastutah abhavat means in paramarthika identity it doesn't have. It is so relative so much so that I stop thinking about it, it stops bothering about me, or it stops giving me sukham or dukham, either way. Saptangatvam shrutyavashtambhena vishwasya vishadayati. Saptangatvam in Tika. What are the 7 limbs that is explained with the help of Shruti? Shruti avashtambhena Vishwasya Vishadayati. See, here it is given Vishwasya, but in the mantra it is given Vaishvanaraha. So, Vishwa itself is Vaishvanara. In that way, the identity Vyashti Upahita Chaitanya or Vyashti Vishishta Chaitanya is Vishwa. I am experiencer in this way, and Samashti Vishishta Chaitanya will become Vaishvanara. So, from Chaitanya standpoint, it is Upadhi only. From our standpoint, it is Visheshanam. Visheshanam and Upadhi, what is the difference? Visheshanam means I have identified with it. From Chaitanya standpoint, there is no identification. So, with the help of Shruti, what is the Saptangatvam is being explained now. Tasya ityadina. तस्य हवा एतस्य आत्मनो वैश्वानरस्य मूर्धैव सुतेजाः चक्षुर्विश्वरूपः प्राणः पृथक् वर्त्मात्मा संदेहो बहुलो बस्तिरेव रैः पृथिव्यैव पादौ इति अग्निहोत्र कल्पना शेषत्वेन आहवनीयो अग्निरस्य मुखत्वेन उक्तः इति एवं सप्तांगानि यस्य सह सप्तांगः. सो यस्य हवा एतस्य आत्मनो वैश्वानरस्य. Now Shruti says Vaishvanara, the Tikakar said Vishwa. So Vishwa is Vaishvanara. You should understand this is Chandogya Shruti, 5th chapter. Five 18:2. 5th chapter, 18 section, second mantra. तस्य हवा एतस्य आत्मनः वैश्वानरस्य. आत्मा which is in the Vaishvanara form, मूर्धा is Suteja. मूर्धा means Swarga, means the highest world, you take it that way. Is Suteja, is this shining world. Chakshuhu Vishwarupaha. the eyes are the sun and moon. Chakshu Vishwarupa. This will be explained in Tika. Pranaha पृथक वर्तमात्मा. Prana is this Vartmatma means Vayu, the air. Sandeha, the middle part of the body, is Bahulaha. Bahulaha means that which is spread out, like Akasha. So the stomach part is the Akasha. So you imagine one cosmic being, that cosmic being I am. In this way we have to think. Basti reva raihi. Basti is the area of collected water. Rai literally means annam, and anna is the karyam of jalam. So you have to understand that the basti means the kidney part where the water is collected in the body. Like that, this whole universe where the oceans and everything is there, wherever there is water collection, all of that is the kidney part of Vaishwanara, where water is there. And Prithvi is Padaha. Earth are his feet of Vaishwanara. So when I think I am Vaishwanara, then all this is for me. In this way I should think that wherever there is water, that water is nothing but how there is water in my body, like that there is water outside. Earth is there, my feet, because that is the support, that is the base. So earth is the support, like that my feet are the support. The wind that is blowing is prana, Vayu is prana, and the stomach part is like the akasha, whether it is flat, convex, concave, whichever way you take. Mota, patala, whatever is akasha only. Means how it appears. Actually it is just space. And the eyes are nothing but the sun and the moon, and the bright shining world is like Murdha, means the top part, the crown of the head. So in this way Vaishwanara is presented, and these are 6 limbs. So to make the 7th one, because Saptanga it is given, iti, so 6 are from Shruti. Iti Agnihotra Kalpana Sheshatvena. We will see number 1 tippani later. Agnihotra Kalpana Sheshatvena Ahavaniyo Agnihi Asya. This Ahavaniya Agni is the Mukham, where the sacrifice can be made. So that is the Agni. You know, this Purusha Suktam that we chant in Krishna Yajurveda and in Shukla Yajurveda, there is a difference. In Krishna Yajurveda, how do we chant? Brahmano osya mukhamasit bahurajanyakritah uru tadasya dvaishah padvyang shudro ajayata. And then चंद्रमा मनसो जाता है चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिंद्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद वायुरजायत. This is how you have learnt Purushuktam. most of you, in Krishna Yajurveda. So, Mukhat, Agni and Indra. In Shukla Yajurveda, they don't say Indra is from Mukha. Only Agni is from Mukha. Indra is hands deity, so he is not from Mukham. And there is another reason, because you said Brahmano Mukham Asita. Indra is Kshatriya. So Indra is Bahu Rajanya Kritaha. Indra should go there. So Shukla Yajurveda, even Purusha Suktam, such differences are there. So Ahavaniya Agni Mukhatvena Uktaha. Ahavaniya Agni is Mukham. So these are the 7 limbs. Now see Tika first. Prakritasya Sannihita Prasiddhasya Eva Atmanaha. We are talking about Atma, which is most proximate. So we are not, Atma means Aham, the Lakshyartha Aham. We are not talking about some unknown entity. I never even heard of this fellow called Vaishwanara so far. Suddenly you are telling me Vaishwanara has 7 limbs. Obviously I will think it is some other person, some other entity. It is said, no, we are talking about Sannihita Prasiddhasya, and it is Prakrita whose topic is going on. That Atma. Atmanaha Trailokya Atmakasya Vakshamana Ritya. So the one who is Trilokatmaka, who has all the 3 worlds in his form. Vakshamana Ritya Vaishwanara Shabditasya Sutejastva Guna Vishishto Dyulokaha. Vaishwanara Shabditasya, who is defined as Vaishwanara, who is given the name Vaishwanara. So Atma with certain variation in the conditioning is called Vaishwanara. What is that conditioning? When it is Jagrita Sthana Bahishprajna ityadi. Vaishwanara Shabditasya Sutejasva Guna Vishishto Dyuloko Murdha Eva Iti. Sutejasva Guna Vishishta. So the one which is associated with shine, brightness. Dyulokaha, that is Murdha Eva, that is his head, crown of the head. Iti Dyulokasya Shirastvam Upadishyate. So the Swargadi or Brahmaloka, whatever the highest world, is the head. So if I am standing on earth, so my feet will touch the ground, and imagine my head is touching the highest world. Vishwarupo Nanavidaha Murdhaiva Sutoijaha Chakshuhu Vishwarupaha. What is Vishwarupa? Vishwarupa means Nanavidaha. What do you mean Nanavidaha? Shweta Pitadi Gunatmakaha Suryaha Chakshuhu Vivakshyate. The sun, which is having colors like white, yellow, sometimes orange in the sunset time, ityadi. In the mountains, we never see sunrise, we never see sunset. Mountains means in valleys. In valleys, you can't see sunrise or sunset. Only when the sun comes up to the level of mountain and above, then we say, now there is sunrise. And the moment it goes down the mountain, we say it is sunset. Those who live in the ocean area, they can see sunrise, sunset. For us, Avyakta sunrise and avyakta sunset, Suryodaya and Suryasta. Shveta Pitadi Gunatmakaha Chakshuhu Suryaha Chakshuhu Vivakshate. Now Prithak Vartmatma means Prithang Nanavidham Vartma means Sancharanam. Literally Vartma means path. So whose path is of various kinds and many types, changing constantly. Vartma Sancharanam Atma Swabhavo. Atma means Swabhava. Prithak means Nanavidham. Vartma means Sancharanam. Atma means Swabhava. Means whose nature is having different paths and varieties of paths, constantly moving. Asya iti vyutpatya vayuhu tathochyate, not tayochyate, tathochyate. Tha. Vayu is Prithak Vartmatma. Tatha means Prithak Vartmatma. Such a pranas tasya iti sambandha. That is prana. Tasya iti sambandha. What is tasya iti sambandha? Vaishvanarasya. If I ask the question in sixth case, your answer also in sixth case. Tasya means Vaishvanarasya. Iti sambandha. Good. Bahulo vistirna gunavan akashah. Next word. Bahulo sandeha. Sandeho. So bahulo means vistirna gunavan akasha. That which is spread out. Sandeho. Dehasya madhyamo bhago. Sandeha means the middle part of the body. Raihi annam. Rai is annam. So literal meaning of Rai is annam. Lakshanaya iti sheshaha. But Rai in Prashnopanishad is given as annam only. Tad hetuhu udakam, and the cause of that anna is water. Bastihi. Bastihi asya mutra sthanam. So like a kidney is where the urine is collected in the body and then it is released. Like that, Paramatma is also collecting lot of water and releases in the form of clouds are there, ocean is there, rivers are there, all lakes are there, huge. This is Bhagavan's water reservoir, kidney, where the urine is there. Mutrasthanam. Prithvi eva pratishtatva guna Vaishvanarasya padav, and Prithvi is the pada, feet. Tad yad bhaktam prathamam agachet tad homiyam iti agnihotra kalpana shruta. Tad yad bhaktam prathamam agachet. Bhaktam means vibhaktam. That part which comes first, prathamam agachet, tad homiyam. So for a traditional ritualist, Agnihotra, where he is going to do, that Agni is first. Tad homiyam iti Agnihotra kalpana shuta. So all this is related to a homa, and therefore the sacrificial fire is also part of it. Tad bhaktam, tad yad bhaktam prathamam agacche tad homiyam, that which comes first. Homiyam iti agnihotra kalpana shuta. So this must be there in the Chandogya in this context. तस्याः शेषत्वेन आहवनीयो अग्निः अस्य मुखत्वेन उक्त इति योजना. And therefore the mukham of this Vaishvanara is ahavaniya agni, mukhatvena uktah. third number tippani you see. Ahavaniyo agnihi asya virajo mukhatvena uktaha. Virajaha means Vaishvanarasya mukham. Adhyatmam tu mukham eva ahavaniyo agnihi iti vibhavaniyam. From the spiritual standpoint, mouth itself. Spiritual standpoint means where aham buddhi is there, they say I am ahavaniya agni. Because all sacrifice is going to happen in the ahavaniya agni. In the same way, the mouth is where all the offerings will be done. Now you see tippani number 1. It's a long one, beautiful. Agnihotra kalpana sheshatvena ityadi. So this tippani came in the bhashya, first line, right side. That is this tippani. Agnihotru bher nirantaram rakshaniyo agnihi garhapatyah. So one agni is called garhapatyah. Those who are doing agnihotra every day, this is good information only. They have to protect this agni every day. If it goes away, they have to go to their neighbor and get it. A neighbor means the neighbor who is agnihotri. That's why all used to be agnihotris in those days. Agnihotru. That's why their names would be Agnihotri, you know. Nirantaram rakshaniya. You have to protect it like very sacred and very dear. Rakshaniyo agnihi garhapatyah. Garhapatya agni. Second one is anvaharya pachanaha dakshinagni. What is that? Anvaharyam odana visheshaha. This pachyate asmin iti. There where the rice etc. will be cooked. This is called anvaharya pachanaha dakshinagni. Such a dakshina kunde tishtati. It is sitting on the right side. So in the yajna kunda, if they are there, then it is right side, or it is collected in a pot. See this, if the person's house is small, in a pot there will be agni. Some sand will be there, some wood will be there, that agni will be constantly available. On top there could be one lid and small holes will be there around the pot for the air to come and go, but it will not blow it off. It will not be a huge fire place like how generally we see in temples and all. If it could be there, if they are well to do, they have big house and they are big panditas doing rituals all the time, then that also could be there. So this is dakshina kunde tishtati. Homa kale homartham garhapatyad udhritya havana kunde prajvalyate yaha saha ahavaniya iti vivekah. Ahavaniya means that which is carried from where to where? From this garhapatya agni, which is agnihotra agni, which is constantly burning. From there he takes some and puts in havanakunda, and that havanakunda is prajvalita. There he has to do havana. That is why it is called ahavaniya. So one is garhapatya, another is anvaharya pachanaha, otherwise known as dakshinagni, and third is ahavaniya. Now within the individual's body, where is it? So it is given ura eva vedihi. Ura means the chest. Chest itself is the sacrificial vedi, yajna vedi. Lomani barhihi. The hairs on the chest, they are the fuel, fire material. Hridayam garhapatyah. The heart is the garhapatya agni. Manaha is anvaharya pachanaha. Mind is the anvaharya pachanaha, where all the cooking is going on. And asyam ahavaniya. Mukham. Asyam means mukham. Mukham is the ahavaniya, where the offerings will be made. Iti shruti sheshaha. In this way, shruti connections are given. So 7 limbs are explained in Bhashya and Tika that we saw. This is the, really speaking, what I think as this is the experienced world outside, because I am experiencing Akasha, I am experiencing Vayu, I am experiencing Prithvi, I am experiencing Jala. See, these are in Saptanga what is given: Akasha, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi, Agni, Surya and Swarga. Everything is covered. 5 elements, sun means sun, moon, etc., and the heavens, higher worlds. So Saptanga covers everything. But for me, I think Saptanga is of somebody, external world. But here what the Shruti says is, they are your 7 limbs. In this way you understand. You are the Saptanga. So I am the experienced world. I am sun, I am moon, I am space, air, fire, water, earth, and I alone am the higher worlds and lower worlds also. Lower worlds are not given, it is given only up to Prithvi, but you can apply everything. So I am whole universe, gross experience universe by anyone at any time in any form or the other. I am all of that. No, but I have some problems in my life. If you have only problems to discuss, then this part is not for you. Or you say problems are also you. If the world is you, problems are also you. What is there? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.